YouTube. And we're taking the opportunity to use YouTube because we can put some meta tags there and it's easy to search. And we're just going to put that on our Facebook page and share it around. So it's kind of a new thing for everybody, and we're just going to kind of keep it short and to the point here. And it's kind of a tech thing. And if you've not been with us before, we appreciate you watching. But what you're watching is a hot rod shop. This is like almost a hot rod factory. We build cars and we build parts and pieces, and we do turnkey cars, we do super kits, and we do kits on BC. This is Spirit Cars. SpiritCars.com is the website if you want to go check it out. So if you like what you see here, make sure you subscribe. And we've got a couple of channels. One is Spirit Cars on YouTube, and one is T-Bucket TV on YouTube. And also you can go to our Facebook page, a lot of information there, so a lot of videos. All we're going to do today is, it's kind of the difference between building a hot rod at home and building a hot rod in a factory. This is a hot rod factory. Kind of weird for me to think of that because I've always built cars, and it didn't seem like we were just doing it at a factory. But when we build our Model A frame, it is jig built. It helps make it consistent. It's just very similar to an original frame, but an original frame, it's pop riveted together. It's not pop, but it's riveted together, and it's not solid enough. It's pretty flimsy. If you want to go 70, 80, 90 miles an hour on down the road, just not the best frame for a big block Chevy or a modern motor anyway. So we use 2x4, 3/16 square tubing to start with. A Model A is flat along the top. So we can take our basic tubing, but it's got to be bent. If you look straight down the line here, let's look straight down this way. It's got a bend coming across here, comes in, and it bends out again. It doesn't just bend like that, it's got two tapers on the ends. You can see on the end here it's tapered. So what we've got to do is we've got to cut a wedge out of there and roll it down, re-weld all that, grind it, cut a wedge out of here, bend it in, re-weld it, grind it, cut a wedge out of here, re-weld it, grind it. Now the front is going to have a long taper. It's going to come down to a frame horn, which, this is a pattern for the frame horn. We build the frame horns, but the frame horn will come off of it here. So this has got to, it's got to be cut, a wedge taken out. This will be folded back down. And we take the wedge out of the center so we can keep the same round. And it looks the same all the way through. And then we've got a pattern here. This will wrap around. The frame horn comes all the way around, weld on, and the frame horn is welded on, going down there. The back of it, this also gets a spring perch. You could buy the steel, you could do this at home. The key is to at least have a flat surface. Even if you have to do it on, I guess, frame or jack stands on the floor, make sure everything's level and you've got a true datum, that you're not building an arc into the frame, or it's not tweaked and it's not diamond or anything. These cross members are available. They're stamped. You can buy them. Just buy it, weld it in. It'll go between the two frame rails there. Welds in solid. Your spring actually goes up into the slot here, bolts in, and your radiator will bolt on top. So this is all ready to go as is. These are available. I don't know what the cost is, but you could call us, and if you're going to build your own, that's probably something you'd want to buy. The back, you can see again, it's very, very helpful to be jig built. I mean, this is our jig for the back of the frame. It will weld on top of the frame, the two frame rails itself. But if it fits in the jig, it fits. We know because it's been there. This is just nothing but we got a little slot. We can push it into the bench, roll it around, weld it. Make sure you bevel all the welds, get good penetration, and then we grind it. So we've got great penetration. The weld is as thick as the metal, no issues with it coming apart. And we take, you're gonna need your spring perches, so we TIG these in, so we can put this is for set up for a coilover spring on the back. They originally had like a transfer sleeve, but most of the modern hot rod cars are a coilover. So today, pretty quick, pretty brief. You can build a frame at home. Some of the main key things is have a good welder and get good penetration. Make sure the weld areas are clean before you start welding. Grind it. 2x4, 3/16. A lot of companies could go a little less, but we overkill. What's an extra 20 pounds on a car to have a stronger frame? Basically, get the shape. There's some books and diagrams out there you can get of what an original Model A frame looks like. We build a Model A frame that you could take an original car and put it onto. So that's kind of the goal. Even though you can build a frame that you could make work with an original car, you might as well make a frame that at least duplicates the original frame. That way, if you want to run fenders on it, running boards, rear fenders, everything's going to bolt up to where it goes. So that's it for today. I'm just going to keep it quick. We're just going to try to keep doing quick tips on this. Using the YouTube format, some of the projects we got going on, we're going to actually video and edit and try to make maybe a little bit longer videos where we can show the progress and put some pictures as it's coming along. On a live video, it's really hard to show a whole lot of progress. It'd be kind of boring for you to watch me weld this. It takes a good, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours to build this frame from start to finish, and that would be an awful long video. We are really working on trying to answer in the comments. We're figuring that out. We're following up, so if you've got comments, we really appreciate that. We're going to put it on Facebook again. We'd love you to share this. If you'd like what you see, just hit, I think there's a subscribe button probably on your Facebook page or on your YouTube page. Subscribe to this. You're probably going to see this one on Spirit Cars since it's a Model A. And we'll put the T-Bucket stuff that's related on T-Bucket TV, so subscribe to that also if you like. Glad you joined us. Try to keep making it interesting. Try to keep making it short. But if you like it, share it. It'll help us too. Thank you.